like, and subscribe. It is the Nightly Fix. Please head to our YouTube channel, Foolish Club Media. Please like and subscribe as we're here every single night, Monday through Thursday. Come hang out with us, please. And unexplainable turn of events is happening in Minneapolis, Minnesota right now. Undescribable. And I do want to get to that. I really do, because Steph Curry is out for the game. He got injured in the first half, and it's a scary thing because, at least for the Warriors, it's a hamstring issue. He is not going to return to the game. They've already decided that he's not coming back. And we just watched the Minnesota Timberwolves just roll through the Lakers, and we watched the Warriors have a dog fight with the Houston Rockets. And naturally, the Warriors without Steph are up 20 right now in the third quarter. So naturally, it is 55-35. We're in the third quarter with 8:57 left, and the Timberwolves have 35 points on the board, which is I don't understand it. Draymond's got 16 points in this game already. I don't know. I didn't know Draymond was scoring like that. He's got 16. Buddy Hield's starting to go off. Steph did have 13 before he got hurt, but Anthony Edwards can't hit the broadside of a barn. This is I don't know if it's the layoff or what. Anthony Edwards, 1 point, 0 for 10 from the field. 1 point. 0 for 10 from the field. This is a guy who just ran a rough shot. I know JJ Redick is somewhere stabbing himself in the thighs, trying to figure out where was this team? Where did this team go? All right, I do want to go back there because this Draymond situation is fascinating to me. That I want to bring to the table. But shout out before we got on this thing, and yes, I am rocking it. I got a nice little silver chain, little birthday gift. And I'm rolling with here.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah. Yep, rolling a silver. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I've always wanted, and listen, I appreciate this one. I want a rope chain, like a good. And Serda may have heard me. I've been talking about this for a minute. And not like a small.
You want a 4-finger ring too, or what?
No, I just want a good, solid rope chain. I mean a good one that you not the skinny one like this, but a good rope chain.
Do you want it like Dope Boy big, or do you want it like
yes?
Do you want it like you want Dope Boy big? You want
yes.
You want a knot?
I want knot. Yeah, I want it. I want a good size. Yeah, I want it.
You ever seen Busta Rhymes in this big ass chain that he has?
Yeah. Let me. I'm trying to think of the size, like the size I want. Like, I want good knots, like that you notice it. Let me see. Let me look up Busta
Rhymes chain is fucking huge, man.
Huge. Chain. Yeah, let me see if this is that's okay. That's a tad aggressive. That's and his is
like bigger than a bike chain, dude. Like it's like
and he's got some diamonds on it and stuff.
Laughably huge.
I'm not looking for diamonds. Yeah. I didn't pull it up a couple. I pulled up like good thick knot. Like I pulled up a couple. Yeah.
So you want an 80s? You want an 80s My Adidas? Tracksuit.
Yeah. That's
Run
it.
DMC kind of chain.
That's more like it. Yeah, that's it. By the way, I did want to point this out before we get on the show. I see that hairy back Osita looks like he got a new tattoo, and see that's too thick. That's not what I'm looking for, sir.
Steven, I thought you pulled up a picture of my tattoo. I was about to be like, I quit. I fucking quit.
I'm just saying, Steve.
I get out the picture. I had to convert it because I couldn't.
I'm just saying, Steve, it's not really hard to find. I think you could get aggressive and find that picture of his tattoo. But it looked like, what did you get that today?
Yeah. A couple hours
What
ago.
is that? What's that?
It's a snake.
Is that what it is? It's a snake?
Here, I'll send y'all pictures. Hold up.
Yeah, you can throw it on for the people. I just want to say, I think you, Osita, not that I've not seen people or known people like this, but I think you, Osita, you're the closest person in my life now in which I know somebody who just gets tattoos, just fills their butt, will just randomly just go and add tattoos. Like I know people, I know a lot of people who have tattoos, but it is nothing for you to wake up on, I don't know, a Tuesday and just go get a tattoo, right? Like right now,
planned for 3 weeks, man.
Oh, 3 weeks?
Yeah, but I just woke up and was like, I want a tattoo on Tuesday. I feel like doing that.
You've never done that. None of your all of your tattoos have been on. I how many?
I definitely have some randoms.
I was gonna say, how many tattoos? Yeah, that's a perfect way. You're the first person I know, the closest person I know that just has randoms and not women tattoos. How many tattoos do you have?
I don't know.
Oh, like you lost count.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a half sleeve here, half sleeve all the way up here, and then chest, and then my right here.
You ain't got none on your legs?
Nah, not yet.
Bitch.
I wanted it. Fuck off. I'm not like Tank Dell or whatever the fuck his name is. Getting put under to get a tattoo. Lame.
Yeah, man. You this is aggressive. Yeah, man. What's behind the snake here? What's the feeling?
What's behind the snake? Oh, because I wanted a snake tattoo.
Again, right there, like that, hey, fuck, man,
I wanted to get a snake. Yeah.
Like I've said this joking. I honestly believe, Serda, if I went out with Osita this weekend, and I was just like, damn, your back hairy, and I went out with Osita this weekend, and I said, hey, man, let's go get a tattoo. Let's get nightly fix. Let's get nightly fix on our. I bet you he'd be down.
Let's make some money. If we make some money with it, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can't get nightly fix a random? You can't get that. That's a good random.
I mean, I don't know, man. Get that tattooed on my body just yet either.
Not yet, dog. Not yet.
Give me some time.
Man. Yeah, let us go on a bros trip, a nightly fix trip somewhere. Then I might be down.
Nah, man. I guess not. See, there it is, man. That's all right, man. I'm the one that's only really committing to this.
Hell, get me to Austin. Get all three of us in Austin at the same time. I'll probably do it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm the only one truly committing here, right here with the snake thing. That's all right. That's cool. That's cool.
You only got one tattoo,
but no, it's a nice tattoo. I got how many? I got one on the calf. I got one on the leg.
You got one on the calf. Okay.
I got one on the upper calf. I think I've got 5.
You got 5? Really?
1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. I got both. I got both. Yeah, I know. You're more of Serda's more of a piercings guy.
Really
you got that Prince Albert or what?
No, I did. I had gauges in high school, and so
what? Oh, you had gauges?
I had gauges in high school, so I still have holes in my ear. But
did you go 00?
I didn't go quite that high, but I got close to it.
You did go 0?
I don't think I got to 0, but I was right under that.
0. You don't come back from 0. That's just for life.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't remember. I just remember the holes. I don't think since I've known you, you had the gauges in.
No, it was in high school. I haven't had them since high school. But they just never closed because that's what gauges do.
Do you regret it? Do you regret it? Do you wish you didn't? Because you don't put it back in.
No, it was fine. I did it in high school because I thought it was cool, and I don't really have any problem with it now. It's just not. I don't know. It's just not a look I wanted to go back to.
I could see you as an emo kid.
Oh yes, I think E-Dub would love it.
I float around a lot. I've been to Warped Tour a lot. We've talked about this.
Same. Okay. I could see you jamming some My Chemical Romance, a little bit of the Used. You know what I mean?
I definitely have done that before.
Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge still holds to this day. It is a great album. I don't know the last time you listened to that My Chemical Romance album, but it's still really good. And Welcome to the Black Parade is also the Bohemian Rhapsody of our generation, and I'll fight anybody on that.
Gerard Way has actually made some pretty good music, like solo music, since then too.
You know, he's a he draws cartoons. Like he's a comic artist.
He created the Umbrella Academy. I've read it.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
In a big upset, I know those bands. I know My Chemical Romance, and I know The Used. I've heard of both of those bands. I don't know if I got the music. I've heard them. I've heard of them, but
all alone she turns to stone. No,
the greatest thing is no, I don't have it. Especially from your voice. The greatest thing is when when Serda gets himself going in his film talk, like he's going to be on like a dais somewhere discussing film. I mean, you really rip it in. Sometimes we can get in here like I know there's a couple of them conversations we had y'all could give two shits about. But boy, when Serda gets in here, let's start getting in here about sinners. Oh Lord, yes. And then here you go. You turned to this emo kid, and that just danced over to My Chemical Romance and The Used.
We know music, man.
And then you just slid into it, and you slid into it and said, "This is the Freddie Mercury of our time," and I will fight, and I'll fight anybody that
listen to the Black Parade and tell me that album is not genius. That album is a rock opera. It is. I still remember the day that I was watching the MTV Music Video Awards, and they were on the roof of some random building, and they premiered the Black Parade, and I was like, Jesus, this is amazing. It's amazing. By the end, I was singing, "Carry on." I was like singing at the television when I was like super young, dude. It was so good. It's so good.
I don't think I ever got quite that hard into My Chemical
It's so good. It's so good.
It was good.
I don't think I ever got that hard into My Chemical Romance.
Should I get a tattoo though? I've always wanted one. I've just never gotten one.
Get a tattoo.
I've always thought about it. It's just something I've like never actually just like ever gotten around to doing. But
I would say plan it out. Like I would say for you, like traditional is never going to look bad. You know what I mean? But
what does that mean?
Traditional is like it's like a style of tattooing. So it's it was made famous by Sailor Jerry, who was like the proprietor of that style back in the day. He gave it to like a lot of Army, Navy, Marine Corps guys. They just like look super tough. They're super simple, very bold colors, bold lines, usually animals and like scripts and like different shit like that. But depending on what you want to get, I would say plan it out with an artist. And if you want to like figure out how far you want to go, you know what I mean? And then like plan that out. Like my thing was I was young. And so as soon as somebody had a tattoo gun, I was like, down, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, and then I kind of just been piecing shit together my entire life, the last like 15 years or something like that, since I was like 18. I also have this.
You got a tattoo inside. What does that say?
One Love, because I got it when I was 18.
I had a friend.
Wow.
I had a friend who had one of those. Don't those fade over time in your mouth?
I got it done again when I was 19 and it hasn't left since.
So it faded really good in 1 year?
And then I got it again and just never left.
No, man, I slid in there and I got, when I was 18, I did all this shit when my mom, Teresa, was like, you can't do these things. You can't get your hair braided or twisted. If you want to wear it long, you can just wear an afro. You can't have no tattoo. You can't do any of that stuff till you get up out of my house. And I was like, bet. Went in, got my initials on the shoulder. And I was that one that overly took care of it.
Oh yeah.
Like I was banging it. Hell, I didn't. And then the next thing you know, boy, I took care of it too much, washed it and cleaned it so much that I had go ahead and it became spotty. Like
yeah.
But I eventually ended up covering it up. But no, yeah, man, I love tattoos. I'm going back and forth because like I have wanted to get more. I haven't had one. I haven't got one. Probably right before I got into radio, so like over 12 years, I haven't gotten one. in a long, long time. And like my mind, I'm like, I wanted to get a sleeve. Like I want to get like, I've had an idea around. I've got a big, since I'm the second, I got a big Roman numeral 2 on there, and I want to get a half sleeve that's like a family tree that has the tree branches coming out into the chest and into the back of the shoulder, and then just having the family and the kids and stuff named. I want to get it, and I'm like, damn, I don't know if I want to pay that much. And then I'm like, and then and more than to pay that much. Like there's a part of me that feels like, should I be past that portion of
nah, man,
my fellowship?
because
should I be past that? And this is not just because I'm 41, but this at 30 something. Like
50.
should I? No, I'm 41, jackass, and I meant like in 35 milk dud, and like 35, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, do I if I pass this portion of my journey? I've gone back and forth. Like I was thinking about doing it for my 40th last year, but I didn't. I didn't go.
You mean your 49th?
No, my 40th milk dud, and I thought about banging that out, but no, I
think you should just do it. The only thing that's stopping you is yourself.
Exactly.
Convincing yourself that you're too old to do it. Just do it if you really want to.
Yeah, I didn't say too old. I just said think I was past the time in my life that I should
past your prime of getting a tattoo. You're worried about.
Yeah, but
look, I know a judge, right? I know a judge, like a Harris County judge here in Houston, who is like 56, so he's like 6 years older than you're on. And he didn't get his first tattoo until he was 54. And he got a whole, like, it's like a quarter sleeve. So it's like quarter sleeve all throughout his chest and then quarter sleeve. So like under his gown and like under like, button up shirts and stuff like that, you can't see it. But he's all fucking tatted. And he just like waited, until the right time. And that was his right time.
Yeah, I'm not. It's again, it's really not even the age. It is just like, hey man, maybe this is past. This is, I mean, I can chill.
Look, man, if you're scared, they have numbing cream now. You don't have to worry about washing it. Like literally on mine, I have this thing called Second Skin. I'm gonna leave it on. Oh, god damn, that hurt. I'm gonna leave it on for 5 days and then take it off or 3 days. Sorry, leave it on for 3 days. Take it off after 3 days, and it'll be completely healed.
Yeah, it's again. I don't know why you're trying to make me out to feel like I'm scared or something, or I'm in pain.
Look, it doesn't even hurt that bad. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. I mean, it hurts.
I've had tattoos. I know what it feels like to have tattoos. I just feel like it's over. I think I'm past that, and I could do this and the other things. I've thought about adding to the calf one.
What do you have on the calf?
Show. I was thinking about
wrapping. Oh, nice.
I was thinking about wrapping a microphone. I was thinking about wrapping like a microphone around that bad boy. And but
that dude. Have you met Frito at the office yet?
No, I ain't met no motherfucking named Frito.
Yeah, Frito, bald white guy. He works for the Bull.
No, I met Frito.
So he's like super tatted, and he has a badass like broadcasting tattoo, and it looks like the ringmaster of a circus. So almost imagine like the Monopoly guy, but like a ringmaster kind of guy with like a mustache and a top hat, and he's holding a microphone, but he's holding like one of those old school microphones that drop down from the top. And he got that in honor of like for his like 30th year in radio or whatever the fuck.
Nice. No, that's
it's pretty sick.
It sounds cool.
I've got some ideas.
Really cool. It's a really cool set.
I've got some ideas. I think it's just done. I think I have thrown in the towel on the tattoo thing.
What are you gonna do if your kids get tattoos?
I don't care if they get tattoos.
You don't care? Okay, that's what's up.
No.
Do you think it's just because you're cheap now? Like at this age of your life, like you just don't want to spend money on it?
I don't call it cheap. I just call it picky, and I have been picky my whole life. So I've had tattoos and bought and paid for tattoos that were in a time period when I was a lot cheaper, or not even cheaper, but a lot less in my bank account than I have right now.
I'm gonna let you know right now, tattoos have gotten way more expensive since the 80s.
How much that number? Fuck you. How much did that? How much did that one cost you?
So this one actually only cost me $50 because my homeboy is an apprentice, and so he's learning to tattoo right now, and so he needs people to practice on. But I paid like how much did I pay? I paid like $250 for the one on my sternum. The most I've ever paid, and it's just because I refuse to pay more than that, is like $300 for one piece at a time. But I have multiple pieces that are about that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I've got pieces that are around that range. Like I've got a big Bible verse on one side. I think that was like 125 or something like that. Serda, you should
now they're like
get a beard tattooed on you. See, get you a good like a goatee tattoo,
Yeah.
but
Like
commit though.
When Carlos Boozer just drew hair on his head. But
Yeah,
that made sense. I had to.
When I was first going bald, this one cat was trying to tell me, he was just like, "Hey man, you should just get your edge up lined up." You know what I mean? Like he was like, "You should just get your edge up permanently put on there." And I was like, "The fuck would I look like just having a random line on my forehead that looks like an M?" You know what I mean? Like look like Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z with just like a
pull that Doc Rivers out, man. I think Doc Rivers has his tattooed up like there, just had that thing lined up, man. Yeah, I think he has that thing. But by the way, this is not getting any better for Minnesota. The what they did to the Lakers and to see how they are playing right now. Listen, I know that the Warriors defense can be pretty good, but this is not the team that played. The Warriors have a guy on their team by the name of Pat Spencer. Pat Spencer played lacrosse in college. And his final year of eligibility, he played a year of college basketball. The first time he had played since high school. And Pat Spencer who has made the team. And you know you're bad when you have offensive lineman numbers. When your number in basketball is an offensive lineman number, Pat Spencer is a guard, and he's number 61.
I was going to say 70.
Yeah, and he's not even a big dude. He's 6'2", and he is rolling with number 61. And
Who's
he already, daddy? I don't know who his daddy is, but he has 4 points in this game. He has 4 points in this game. This guy never plays. He's having to play because Steph is injured. Again, if you've missed it, Steph Curry is out for the rest of this game. I would imagine a hamstring. This is something that is maybe multiple games, especially on a 37-year-old. This may be multiple games in this series, and that's why they desperately need to get this. They are up by 21 with 140 left in the third quarter. Up by 19 with 140 left in the third quarter. It is wild. I do want to get to Draymond because Draymond somehow has gotten himself 16 points. He had 16 in the last game. Draymond, I bet you Draymond scored double figures. I bet less than 10 times this year. I bet you he scored in double figures at less than 10 times. And yes, I am ready to see Draymond versus Rudy, where he is going to try to play mind games with Rudy for 7 games, and then Ant is going to try to out-talk more shit than he talks, which is going to be fantastic in this thing. And I can't wait for it. I do want to kind of kick this conversation. The people in the chat, and I see people, we got a nice little crowd tonight. I see people in the chat. You can jump in here as well. How you think Draymond's going to be remembered? Because honest to God, I think, oh my God, that damn, I'm sorry.
He's a champ.
That damn lacrosse player just almost got killed in the middle of this game just now. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. He almost just got killed.
Oh my God.
He is the white. And if you haven't guessed, if you don't know, Pat Spencer's white. But he's also rolling through with a heavy stash. And the foul was on him, for God's sakes. It was a charge on him. He just flew into the air. He looked like he just said, I'm going to run. and I'm going to run as hard as I can into somebody. And he just jumped up in the air and just flew and got his legs taken out from under him. And he landed.
Does not look like he has any business playing.
Can you put the photo up of Pat? We'll get to Draymond here in a second.
He's related to somebody named Cam Spencer, who plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. That's his little brother.
Is he mixed? This guy here, man, and he
looks like an off-duty cop.
Yes, he does. He does. It has a "What would Jesus do" bracelet.
He's finna walk up to your car and be like, I think I smell marijuana. Do I smell marijuana in here?
Yeah. Like I said, my man got a "What would Jesus do" bracelet on out there. Is that off-duty cop? Look, and he is. I do like that he is. He's kept the 5 o'clock shadow here with the thick stash, because if he didn't have that, I'd have some real KKK vibes, maybe 70s, 80s porn vibes from Pat Spencer. Like this is, but my man
porn stash.
But my man went through, and he just got taken off his feet. Face forward, and he shot his ass right back up, and he got his ass right back up, and was like, "This is what I do, baby."
And it's pretty impressive that he played college at Northwestern and is finding himself in the NBA playoffs.
But Steve,
who is his family?
Steve,
who is he related to, dog?
I don't think you're hearing it though, Steve. It's not that he just played college basketball at Northwestern.
He played college basketball for a year.
He played lacrosse at Northwestern for the first 4 years of his college career. And with his final year, he just picked up basketball and somehow got to the 4-time champion Golden State Warriors, made it on their team through the season, made the playoff roster, and is playing right now and is 6 points away from where Anthony Edwards is right now.
Maybe it's because he's willing to put everything on the line. He's willing to get killed out there, if that's what it's
clearly he's got as many points as White Dante right now.
Who is his family related to? Who is he related to? How did he get this job? How did he get this job? How did he get this job?
You think it's like
he get this job?
Like you're really I'm
looking at his stats. His stats are trash in the first place. He played in high school, and then he spent like 7 years at Northwestern, and then played 1 year, and then all of a sudden went undrafted, then he just got signed to the fucking Golden State Warriors. If that's not, man, who is he related to? Who is he related to?
So it sounds like Osita is convinced of a white privilege situation here that is ongoing in a sport.
I'm like, who does his family play golf with? Who does he know? Who does he know? Who does he know? Who does he know?
My man said there is no way that the people in the NBA said y'all got to let me hold this one. I know that this league is 75% black. By the way, Pat's the
we got to keep this one white boy. He's not even that good, but we need to keep him. Come on,
Pat is the only white person on. He's the only white person on the court right now, currently. And you're so you believe that someone said you got to give me this one. I believe this is hard work.
I believe he was like, Dad, I really need a job. Lacrosse isn't panning out. He's like, I told you play basketball. If you play basketball, I can get you an in. For how much money? Because he gets paid $438,000 a year to sit on a fucking bench.
He getting these checks. He's getting these playoff checks now.
He probably had no clue he was ever going to get any PT. He's out here playing right now, probably just as surprised as you and I. He probably has a look on his face the entire time he's running up and down the goddamn court right now, bro.
No, he played in the Houston series. He got ejected. Osita in the Houston series.
For what?
He headbutted Alfred Şengün.
On purpose?
Yes.
See, that's why he's in the league.
He's got heart.
He's the goon.
He got heart.
He'll go out there and he'll just swing at somebody if that's what you need.
He's the 6'2" goon is what he is. And do you know the first person who was there for him? Draymond. Draymond is the first person that brought him in is when he got ejected. No, he had pushed Dylan Brooks after a foul. And then Şengün got in his face, and immediately Pat said headbutt and headbutted and obviously he's 6'2" and Şengün 6'11", so it was a headbutt into the chest. And my man headbutted him into the chest, and then immediately got ejected.
Still a smarter move than headbutting Steven Adams. I feel like Steven Adams would have killed him.
Goldtooth. I think he was.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen Steven Adams? Yeah. Steven Adams, before he got it worked on, Steven had a yellowish colored tooth, and we just called him a gold tooth. That Australian tooth that he had. Yeah.
Oh, he had a dead tooth.
Yeah, dead tooth, baby, gold tooth right there. Steve Adams
in the front too, and his smile teeth. You could just get that shit pulled, bro.
I am dying to believe that Osita is certain in belief that this has to be white privilege that has allowed that this man, Pat Spencer, who is his family, who is his connection, who is his end.
Look, man, I'm 34 years old. I know how this country works.
You think he is related to this is related to David Stern that he had the old commissioner of the NBA wanted a favor?
Only thing I can find so far is that his father is named Bruce Spencer. There is a Bruce Spencer, right? There is a Bruce Spencer that is a famous drummer from the 70s. So I'm just saying, I don't know if it's the same Bruce, but I'm doing some digging.
If this were the case, it would have been somebody it'd have been somebody's dad of FedEx. Arthur Smith is his dad is FedEx, and he's the offensive coordinator and was a head coach. So maybe that's a bad example.
We don't know what these people own. We don't know what people own. All you got to do is own like 10 good franchises, and you're a millionaire. You know what I mean? They could own a bunch of. His dad could own a bunch of Chick-fil-A's and wherever Northwestern is, and then all of a sudden he's the guy.
I know. See, you know how many people are doing what you're doing right now. There are so many people watching this and just have no belief that they like guys that believe they should be in the NBA right now watching Pat Spencer saying, "Bullshit, I know I can beat him. Bullshit, I know I'm better."
I believe y'all. I believe y'all. I
don't think that's the case. I think you're holding out on Pat Spencer. For once in your life, let Pat Spencer live. Pat Spencer. I love you, Pat. I love you. Yeah, you can take Pat off the screen. Shout out to you.
I forgot it was still up there.
Yeah. This is really unbelievable what's happening. We're in the start of the fourth quarter now, and the Warriors continue. They took a 20-point lead with Jimmy Butler scoring 13. You would think because Steph is out that Jimmy Butler may be going nuts if they're up 20. No, they're not. And I just watched Dante DiVincenzo shoot a shot at least 4 feet over the goal. He was in the corner. He shot it 4 feet to the other side of the goal. I don't know what's happened to White Dante, but somehow we have gotten to this place where I kid you not, Draymond Green is the leading scorer on this team right now. It is back to 20. Again, 83-63 is the score in the fourth quarter. This is going to go down. And mind you, the Warriors are going to be praised, but tomorrow is going to be a what the hell happened to the Lakers story again after if this game continues the way it is, because how in the hell is this Warriors team without Steph Curry doing this to the Timberwolves, and LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves can't buy a game, and to the point that JJ Redick does not trust his bench, that he won't play anybody, and there is nothing but bench players playing in this game for
You know what it is, Ron?
What?
The Diddy trial is starting, and no one wants to be on the streets.
You're right. That's clearly
That's it.
I didn't.
That's
the
it.
timing of that, I forgot. Sean was, and by the way,
Diddy
White
trial is
Dante just tried to stand over Jimmy Butler, and Draymond came over, and I believe Pat Spencer stood up in his seat and was ready to go. I believe.
Okay. Speaking of Patrick Spencer, his family. Okay, this is what I found. His family has strong ties to the Naval Academy, of which they live near, and they have a strong connection to the institution, and they regularly host midshipmen for dinner. Okay.
I'm gonna
see where I'm getting. See where
no,
I'm getting.
I don't
see where I'm going.
I don't know what that.
See where I'm going.
I don't know what
Steve
that means.
Kerr go to the Naval Academy or something? I don't know.
Hey, could be a plant.
His dad was
be
murdered.
A plant.
His dad
CIA.
His dad was murdered overseas. I'm not sure if he was in the military or not.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Steve Kerr's father.
Yeah,
he was murdered.
Famous.
So I don't know if there's some kind of military connection there. I'm not sure, but I just want to make sure I'm establishing this with you. Your belief is there is nothing that is going to suggest to you that Pat Spencer deserves his spot that he has in the NBA. Like, you're going to continue to try to find reasons why Pat Spencer doesn't deserve. I just want to make sure I'm getting that correct, right? That's where you're going, right? Pat, nothing that Pat does. You're gonna here you go. Like you're on the investigative trail for no damn reason right now, because Pat Spencer just isn't what you want him to be.
Okay, I mean, well, okay, I was looking at his stats from his senior year, the 1 year that he played basketball. And he averaged 14 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals per game.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's pretty
bad.
good. That's pretty good coming off of the lacrosse field and going right into Big Ten basketball.
And his conditioning is probably great. You know what I mean? He probably has like really good conditioning because he's been playing lacrosse his entire life.
He grabbed 8 rebounds a game in the Big Ten as a 6'2" point guard.
That's why he's a goon in the NBA.
But clearly they could have been allowing him to do that. There could have been each and every one of these games.
Yeah, they fixed them. They fixed them to make sure that big basketball, puts in the right players.
I got to get your head right. I really do. We need a heat check bad because Osita has lost his mind. We need a heat check bad because Osita is trying to take Pat Spencer's hard work away from him. Heat check. Jesus.
All right, for today's heat check, I want to talk about art, guys. Art. The thing we all love, right? Right? We're all art lovers here.
Who doesn't love a little art? Yeah.
Well, specifically, I want to talk about an artist. She's a performance artist named Mariana Abramovich. She has been in the art game for over 50 years. Like I said, her lineage spans 5 decades, and she's most notable for her really shock and awe performance art pieces. One of them was where she was with her lover, at the Great Wall of China, in the center of the Great Wall of China, and they saw each other for the last time, gave each other a hug and a kiss, and then one walked the other way, one walked one way, one walked the other way, and they never saw each other again. There was also a very famous art piece that she did in like the 70s, I believe, where she would be in a room alone with whoever her subject was, or she was a subject, but whoever her viewer was, and they were allowed to do whatever they wanted to her, of which she suffered a lot of abuse, like in that short period of time. Like some dude like beat the shit out of her just because he thought he could. It's fucked up, but art. So she has this like retrospective.
You say under art?
Art. Yeah, I guess like that was her performance art piece. You might have seen her in Jay-Z's when he released 444. He had this whole thing at the MoMA where he was pretty much rapping the entire album for, small groups of people or like one person at a time. One of them was actually Marina Abramovich. So she's like super well known, very renowned artist. She has a retrospective happening at the some art college in London, and it's going to have like videos and pictures of everything she's done for the last like 5 decades. It's supposed to be really, really beautiful, really, really amazing. But there's one caveat to the entire thing. In order to get into it, actually, I'd rather show you. Steven, can you pull up the photo, please?
One sec. I forgot. There's a photo of this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, Steve. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. The entire time it didn't mind we were doing the heat check that you did.
One sec. He sent it to me like right at the start of the show, and I totally
Osita, jeez.
And then I might have thrown.
I was getting a tattoo earlier. What was I supposed to do?
I might have thrown it away because I forgot about it.
Okay, so there is one door. There's one door, right? And blocking the door, or I guess blocking your passage through the door, is one man, one woman. And in order for you to get through to see her retrospective, as you can see, like past the people, you can actually see photos and everything like that in the background.
The only way you got to slide through them?
You got to shimmy past them. You got to shimmy past, right? So here's my question. Would you go in? And if you did go in, which way you facing?
But clearly, I listen. I don't think I'm going in because that man looks like he's every bit of 7 or 8 inches soft, and I don't need to have any of that. And I just imagine, like, where am I in the range of going? Is he? Are we 50 to 75? Or are we 15 to 20? I believe anywhere after 15 or 20. Whichever side he may be starting to get aroused, right? And and so now it's not just 7, 8 inches soft. Now you're dealing with a whole nother ball game, and I can't do it. So I can't go in.
You can't go in?
I can't go in. No, not that dude. Like if it were Pat Spencer, who by the way just got called for traveling and looked around floored. If it were Pat Spencer, hell, maybe that's a different story. But I ain't no chance. Can't do it.
What about you, Steve?
So all I have to do is shimmy through the two of them.
You just got to shimmy through.
Yeah, I would do that, and I wouldn't even think about it. I don't even care if it's the man or the woman. I'd flip a coin.
No, but I mean, you have to. But I'm just saying, which way
you
facing?
You don't care what you're shimmying up against.
Are you facing? Are you facing the woman? Or are you facing the man?
I mean, I would face the woman preferably, but I also like if it was like, again, flip a coin, woman or man, I would still do it because I don't know if you guys know about me, but I am great at dodging, like dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge. Like I'm great. So this would not be anything.
I want you to let me know. I want you to let me know when you're finished.
Right through this.
Steve, are you looking at the same photo that I'm looking at?
Yes.
Motherfucker, yes. I don't care how great you are at
You're underestimating how easily I could slide right through that. Like I
Steve,
just don't think.
are
I just
you
don't
looking?
think I have enough
If you're
confidence in
looking,
how
Steve,
easily I could slide right through that thing without them even noticing that I was there.
Steve, if
Steve.
you're looking at the same picture I'm looking at, you're bigger than this teenager they've got standing here holding us up in this black jacket. Steve, unless you're coming over the top and you're jumping over the pal.
See, that was my idea.
I've been to lots of concerts. I'm not afraid to rub up against somebody. I'd just be like, get out of here. Like I'm
how many
I'm getting over there, whether you like it or not. I am getting through here.
Steve, again, I want you to stop. This is like the second or third time on the Nightly Fix that you have just said things that don't make sense. Steve, don't compare you at a concert shimmying past people and compare it to Mandingo standing here butt ass naked, and you have to get a piece of it.
It's not like I can't put my arms up. Like, what are you so terrified about? You're terrified that your hand's accidentally going to grab his dick?
I don't want his penis up on my stomach. I don't want it up on my ass.
You have clothes on. You're not also naked.
I'm just telling you. Listen, I'm not going to judge you if you want to do it. I'm just telling you. This is not enough for me. This is not enough for me.
That guy is wearing a jean jacket. He can't even feel them.
Bullshit.
That's denim.
This is not. I'm just telling you, Steve. This is not enough for me to say.
Hey, now,
you know what? I want to rub up against this.
Hey,
I want to do this. No,
Ron. What if they start playing that song "Too Close" by Next?
I don't care what song they play.
Dance for me.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what song they play, Jack. I'm just telling you, there ain't a chance. I mean, it's just not. I'm just not exploring it. It's just not happening. No chance. No chance. Like. And
so you wouldn't try to. You would. My thing is, I would try to like ballerina jump. You know what I mean? Like you know how the ballerinas do the thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm facing the woman, and I'm gonna go full on plie and just run and jump and dude might get a face full of my ass, and then the lady, I'm sorry, I apologize ahead of time, but hopefully
they just have to stay serious, right? Like it's not like they're gonna bite you when you try to squeeze through them. Like it's fine.
No, it's like again, no one listening to this was ever concerned about getting bit. People listening to this are concerned about Mandingo Johnson here, Lexington Steel looking motherfucker, to get his schlong on you. Okay. And for me to go see her artwork is not enough for me to say, yes, give me some of that action.
All right. What's enough for you, Steve? What's enough for you, Ron?
That's not an event.
What would be worth it on the other side?
I don't know. I'm not playing it. I don't know the other side. I don't know. Meeting.
I think art takes sacrifice, and she's asking for a small sacrifice.
Small sacrifice.
To look at the art that she sacrificed so much to put into the world.
And if it helps, the girl looks like Scarlett Johansson. You know what I mean?
I'm walking around if that's how it happens.
So you're gonna try to dodge him. You're gonna run up and give him the slip.
No, I'm gonna walk around him. I'm just gonna go around him if they like. I'm gonna do all these things, and if not, I'm not going in. Like maybe if it was a sit down for a 5-hour dinner with LeBron and his family, maybe that is something that entices me a little bit more, but not just go see their artwork. Nah.
Yeah, I feel like a sit down with LeBron and them would require some eyes wide shut type shit happening. I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that you would to get into the elite, you have to do some some weird shit like this. I can see that.
Yeah, this is a weird. Did you by the way, the Timberwolves got this thing under 10 now with 6 minutes left, and Pat Spencer is in the game. Pat Spencer just tried to drive. I don't know.
Up to 15.
I don't know. First off, I don't know where Pat thought he was, but Pat tried to drive in there. And by the way, they've taken Pat out because they're not having multiple white guys on the floor at once. So they brought in
can't have two at the same time. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
But Pat went in there and tried to drive the ball on Rudy and shoot a layup and got it thrown right back in his face. But you know what happened with the hardworking Pat? That motherfucker, he was the one that got the rebound off of the block and went back in there and got the rebound and tried to set somebody up. This is wild to me what is happening in Minnesota. They have 76 points in the fourth quarter. It is crazy to me.
Pat seems like number one. I keep wanting to say Pat Smear. I know it's not Pat Smear. Pat Smear is the guy from the Foo Fighters, but Pat Spencer seems like the kind of guy that a coach would say he's got a lot of gusto. You know what I mean?
Oh,
he's got a lot of
heady player.
You know?
Know where he's gonna be. Yeah, smart player. Back up to 14 that quick. Once I just told you it was single digits. Back up to 14 real quick. They got to get Pat back in the game. But speaking of weird like that, y'all catch them Met Gala. Is it Gala or it's Gala? Right? Or Gala? Is it
Probably
Gala or Gala?
I say
depends
Gala.
on where you're from.
I say Gala, but I don't really know.
I say Gala. Anyway, the Met. Y'all see them outfits? My man Andre had a piano on his back.
Hell yeah, he did. You know why?
Why?
Because he dropped a new album yesterday called 7 Songs on Piano.
And so that's why he wore that big ass.
That's why he had a piano on his back. Yeah. And I listened to it, and it's fucking garbage. It's trash, but it's Andre 3000, so he can do that.
I was gonna say, is it garbage as the flute one he pulled out?
It's worse.
Him playing piano.
It's him playing piano, which obviously it's probably him playing it for the second or third time in his life, and he's just kind of going for it, making noises, you know.
And
there's not even anything sampleable in there. That's how fucking garbage it is.
Is it even rap? Is he even rapping or singing in it? Is he just playing?
No verses. Literally on Spotify it says warning, no bars, because he doesn't rap for shit in that.
Yeah,
I appreciate his commitment to just being like, I just don't want to do anything that anybody wants me to do anymore.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna do whatever I feel like doing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well,
but I do like where the Met Gala went. So I have a friend.
Because there was a theme. There was a theme like black fashion, dandyism. Black culture. Yeah,
but specifically the dandies, like which were. It's kind of how Andre 3000 has always dressed. Like he always has that, or like how he used to dress back in the day, back when he was like.
It's almost gender bending. Also,
no. It's like dandyism. Dandyism is like an Afro cultural thing that came from like the 70s, where like they would wear like 3-piece suits and like constantly look fly. Like you always have a nice pair of Oxfords or loafers. You always have a 3-piece suit. Sometimes
women
put on kente cloth. Women too.
That's what I'm saying. The gender bending. Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess the women would wear suits as well. But it was mostly men. You see a lot in the style of like Tyler the Creator. If you've seen his
Janelle Monáe does it.
Janelle Monáe, yeah. But she wears is a pantsuit, is a woman's power suit really gender bending?
But I mean, she goes with the ties. She goes.
Yeah.
And not just a power suit. Like I think she goes right back. Like that's one of the first people I think of when you talk about that, like that kind of fashion sense.
Yeah,
what she's done. Anyway, go ahead.
But it's cool though. I mean, I find it interesting that they chose this for this year's, because it's kind of been something that's been like not in the underground, but been kind of bubbling up. You can kind of see like there's more Black people in higher fashion than there ever has been. Like Pharrell released that Louis Vuitton collab. Tyler the Creator has his LaFleur line. You just have all these people that like it's not just like streetwear anymore. It's like higher fashion. So it's cool to see like where they get that nod from. But like honestly, like the dandyism, if you look at like how jazz artists dressed back in the day, like how Miles Davis and John Coltrane and Thelonious Monk and all those cats like dressed way back in the day, it's the same shit. They were always wearing a suit. You know, once zoot suits it became illegal and stuff, they just kind of started wearing their own thing. And then some people have like a Black Power thing with it, where they wear kente cloth, and that's kind of like dandyism, you know?
Yeah, it was some, and then some of the white folks out there, like Anne Hathaway, was just in a button up and and a patterned skirt. Like she was like that. That's my thing is when you go to the Met, I like the people who don't go and take chances. That's weird to me. Why are you attending?
Hey, she can look
Like,
fine in anything she wears. I do not care. God
Yeah.
damn, she's fine.
Some of it's just
really like you get.
It's
like,
just celebrity and status. So especially like big name celebrities who have been around for a long time, they're just like, I don't know. Somebody told me we should go to this year. Give me something nice to wear and I'll show up. Whatever.
It was in my calendar, so I might as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We need to jump in. Is that what you like? Is that what you think of when you catch Anne Hathaway? Damn, man,
Yeah.
she is.
Oh, yeah.
She's gotten way better looking. Like, dude, I remember watching her in Princess Diaries when I was a kid, when she was that weird frizzy-haired weirdo girl, and now she's like a grown-ass woman. Good for her.
No, I'm not saying she's ugly or anything. I mean, she's an attractive woman. I just don't think, damn, she's fine. And I still tell you, my favorite role of her is clearly the one of the greatest films we have seen. A film that has everything you're looking for. I mean, move over Casablanca, move over, anything out there.
Are you about to say Havoc?
Havoc was special. Her role in Havoc and what she brought to the table in Havoc. How
do you want it? How do you feel?
When she said the N-word, I didn't know whether to punch her or to fall in love. I didn't know.
She's come a long way, man. She's come a long way, dog.
Serda, have you ever seen Havoc?
Yes, I have.
Oh my goodness!
I watched Havoc like 6 months ago, just because I was like, man, what was that one movie that she said that in? And I decided to rewatch it.
Oh, she was so hard.
It's not a good movie, but it is kind of like a legendary performance from her.
Awful film. Yeah.
Oh, man, awful strong, man.
She's also, I feel like she's been like kind of like a, like that, like attractive, like sex icon since like The Dark Knight Rises. Like the Catwoman really Selena Kyle really put her over the top.
She is not a sex icon.
I feel like she totally is. People love Anne Hathaway. I feel like you're really underestimating how many people in this world think Anne Hathaway is like one of the most beautiful people alive.
Listen, I'm not saying that people don't. I think there are a lot of people in this world that think that fucking Beyonce's the most beautiful woman in the world, that some other people don't. Like I'm not going to sit there and say that there aren't people who believe that. But damn, like I don't get the sense that Anne Hathaway is a consensus. Yo, that one is who she is. What do white people say? A smoke show. I don't care. That's my favorite. That's my favorite one from what that girl is a smoke show.
Smoke show.
I don't get the sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm off. I don't get the sense that I don't hear that. I think she's more like, man, she's a great actress. Look at it, like a professional actress. I don't get the feel. I've never gotten the feel that. Like if we started having people name like, oh, sexy women in Hollywood, like I don't feel like Anne Hathaway's at the top of mind.
She's not at the top. I mean, you said top of mind or top of mind?
Top of mind. Like I don't think like we started. You think she?
I mean, I'm not gonna start with her, but eventually I would say her name.
I mean,
after 10 or 20 women, like I would definitely say her name.
Yeah, outside of the top 20, that's I mean that feels right. In the
There's
25,
a lot of people
30
in
range.
Hollywood.
Yeah, I know,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? I can't put her over Jessica Alba. That's crazy. Like,
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't put her over Mila Kunis. I know that.
Sydney Sweeney is a winner.
Sydney. Good God, sweet Sydney. Yeah. And obviously, my baby girl Caitlin takes the number 1 spot. So I'm not going to put her over Caitlin. That's crazy.
I don't want to do the show.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
I don't want to do the show anymore. You guys.
That's crazy work.
Take us home. I don't want to do the show.
All right. Well, Speaking of sex symbols, when I was in high school,
You've got to stop this, man. You got to stop this, Caitlin. Like, you're taking it too far when you start including shit like this. You got to stop this, man.
speaking of sex symbols, before I was rudely interrupted, like my baby girl Caitlin Clark and Anne Hathaway's.
Did you just
When I was in high school,
SOAs?
I was in love with a red-haired French girl.